Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at our little mower. Well, it's not a little mower, it's a big flipping mower actually. It's our John Deere, and we've had a problem with this since we've had it, in the fact that you can't fill it up with fuel, because if you fill it up, it all leaks out the back here, somewhere in behind here. So basically what we've been doing is it takes a gallon from empty. So we've been using it, and when it runs out, filling it up, and it's not very good. And we've got muck in the carburetor now, even though there's a filter in there. So I really need to fix it. Now I took it apart a while back, and there's a pickup tube that goes in the top. It wasn't leaking from there, but I think there was a hairline split in the tank. This is the tank in behind this panel. So I'm gonna have a go at hopefully welding up that split if we can. So let's get it off and have a look. There's a tank on the bench. I need to give it a good clean up and that. And to get it out isn't too bad really. Just got to take the wheel off. There's two bolts that go on there, and there is that bracket that goes under there. So yeah, not too bad at all. Let's give it a clean up. See if we can find the leak. That's the pickup tube I was talking about, so all nice and dry around there. Actually, I don't know where it is. There's a little split. See that there? I don't know if that is it. I'll clean it up. We'll chuck some water in it. Water? We'll chuck some water in it and see where it comes out. We got the tank all cleaned up, lovely, and well, you might even be able to see it here. I've put some air on. How am I going to do this? Hang on, excuse me if I wobble you. I put some air on the tank, just using the gun. So it's a bit obvious, isn't it? So that's our split. It's quite a long split. All I'm using is that in there. So yeah, we've got, ooh, you're leaking. Yeah, we've got a split. It starts somewhere around here and goes all the way in under this. So I'm not sure how I'm going to get in there. I might have to trim all this excess plastic away and then get in there with my iron, and I need to clean it out actually. Yeah, let's have a look, see if I can clean this out, and then I'll get back to you. All I'm going to do is, because it's quite soft plastic, is I'm just going to go along with a sharp knife and take that ridge off to expose it, to expose the crack, and then I'll be able to clean it out, and I might be able to use this as a sort of filler rod as well then. So we can see that a bit clearer now. Let's get a light on there. See it in there? It's the crack all the way along there. Sort of starts around about here. Sorry, I'm not doing right there. And goes around to around about there. So need to clean all this muck out of this, and then we'll have a look, see if we can weld it up. We're all cleaned up there. All I used was some cleaning compound and a toothbrush just to get in there, and you can see it properly now. See the crack in there? So basically it starts there where I've marked it, goes all the way around to there. So yeah, I think get my soldering iron out and see what we can do. Don't forget, if you're not comfortable doing something like this, don't do it. We're talking fuel. I mean, I've washed this out. This is petrol, gas, so it's highly flammable. I've rinsed this out and washed it out and everything, and I'm not using a flame to heat it up. I'm purely using a soldering iron. So, you know, we're rinsed and we're not using a flame, so don't go near these with a gas-fired, soldering iron or anything like that. And if you're not comfortable, don't do it. Don't do it yourself. get someone who knows what you're doing or knows what they're doing to do it for you. You don't want to burn yourself, catch fire or anything, okay? Sorry, rant over, but yeah, don't do it unless you're comfortable. We've got it strapped to the vise on the bench. I'm hoping you can see okay. I'm going to get in your way. I do apologise. I'm going to use my soldering iron, and I've got the old plastic to use as a filler rod, and I've got a nylon zip tie as a backup. I'm going to try and put it together, and hopefully I don't get in your way. Basically, the way I'm going to do is I'm going to go plodge in that way, try and melt it all together, and then smooth it and fill it. So let's see how we get on. Right, there we go. I'm a bit disappointed there because I got a little bit of muck in it, but it doesn't look too bad. I'm trying to keep you out of your own shadow, but yeah, there's no crack anymore. It's nice and built up. Like I say, it's not the prettiest, but what we need to do is put some air in it and see if anything bubbles out. Let's squirt a bit of water on it and see what happens. Oh, we got lots of bubbles. There's a bit there. And there's one in there. One there, one there, one there. Don't know if that's bubbly. There's a little bit there as well. Right, I'll blow this all off and we'll just repair those little bits. I'm not going to lie, I've been mucking around with this for probably best part of an hour and chasing bubbles, but I think I got it. So let's just give it a spray, and then so I reckon we're pretty good there. I mean, it's not a pressurized thing, but it's holding air, so yeah, I think we're there. I just need to tidy this up, make it look a little bit better. Here we go then. Now, it's not pretty, but it is sealed. I had a hell of a problem in here in this corner sealing it up. I don't know what it was, but this is where the crack was the biggest in the end, I suppose. So yes, we're all there. I'm a bit disappointed with these little black dots. It's actually little bits of, I think, burnt plastic, but yeah, it's not very pretty, like I said, but it holds, so we're going to be able to fill it up and not pour fuel everywhere, so it's got to be safer, isn't it? So just to make sure that we're all good here, I've actually put, some just 5-minute epoxy on here, just you know, just in case. I mean, we've done the bubble test, so it should be okay, but I mean, I don't have to take it out again, so this will just double it up. So all we've got to do now is dry out the inside, because obviously you've still got some water in it, and then throw it back on the machine. And there you go, just in case you didn't believe me. There's some water level in there, and we are dry as a bone. So it is actually a few days later. I wanted to make sure that was all set off good and proper. So now we're just gonna take this lovely fuel tank and put it back on the mower. And I do think, or I do realise that I didn't really say how to take it off earlier, so I'll quickly go through what we do, or what we did to take it out. But first things first, that fuel pickup pipe will have to get squished in there, which, as you see, will be a pain. We'll get it in there. Haha, that's the way to do it. So to get the tank back in, obviously got the fuel hose there, which you'll have to fiddle on to there whilst you're manoeuvring it in. And then there's just 2 bolts that hold the bottom of the tank there, and then there's a clamp, if I can not flash at you in the eyes, that goes in those bolt holes. Oh, I'm so sorry. There, is that better? In those 2 bolt holes there. There's a little peg that goes in the slidey bit, and then bolt goes in there, and you've got to wiggle your hands up in behind because they're not captive bolts. So yeah, I just got to wriggle it around. I'll set you up and we'll throw it back in. There we go, all back together. Lovely jubbly. And what I have done also, let's put a brand new fuel filter on it. I can't say it, fuel filter. So I guess all that's left to do now is to put some fuel in it. There we go, and you can actually see the fuel level in there. We've never been able to put that much fuel in it, and it's not running out everywhere. Success! There we go, lovely. Well, thank you very much for coming along with us. We've actually fixed something, it's good. And I'll be able to mow and not have to run it out of fuel and then clog up that fuel filter and cause problems. There we go. Sorry, there. Thank you very much for watching. If it was useful for you, whether you've got a mower or a plastic tank you want to repair, please give us a thumbs up. If you're not sure about what you're doing, think twice about taking it on. Obviously, fuel tank, yeah, you know what I'm saying, so be careful. Obviously, don't use flames to heat it up, or I would say not even use a bright element, you know, a really hot element. That's why I use the soldering iron. I did put some epoxy over the top of it just in case, because that's the way I roll. I'm always overdoing stuff generally. So anyway, it's done. We'll be able to mow, and like I said a few moments ago, thank you for watching. If you like what we're doing, give us a thumbs up. And also check us out on Instagram, Larks_workshop. All these sneaky peeks of what we're doing and other stuff as well. And I hope to see you next time. Cheers then! Oh yes! Today something a little bit different, but not, yeah it is, but it's not, but it may be.